everyone. We are going to have a review on general mathematics. Number 1. Which of the following is a function? Letter A. J is equal to 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 5. B. K is equal to 1, 3, 1, 4, 2, 5. Letter C. L is equal to 1, 6, 1, 6, 2, 4. Or letter D. M is equal to A2, 8, 5, 2, 5. Now the answer is letter A. Number 2. If f of x is equal to 5x plus 2, what is f of negative 3? Letter A, negative 13. Letter B, negative 17. Letter C, 13. Or letter D, 17. So if f of x is equal to 5x plus 2, what is f of negative 3? So f of negative 3 is equal to 5 multiplied by negative 3 plus 2. So 5 multiplied by negative 3, that would be negative 15 plus 2. So negative 15 plus 2, that would be negative 13. Now the answer is letter A. Number 3. If g of x is equal to x squared minus 3x plus 5, what is g of 3? Letter A, 5. Letter B, negative 5. Letter C, 20. Or letter D, negative 20. For number 3, if g of x is equal to x squared minus 3x plus 5, what is g of 3? So g of 3 would be, you're going to substitute 3 to the x. So that would be 3 squared minus 3 times 3 plus 5. So 3 squared is 9 minus 3 times 3 is 9 plus 5. So 9 minus 9 is 0 plus 5. So that would be 5. So g of 3 is 5. The answer is letter A. Number 4. In the given functions, f of x is equal to x plus 3 and g of x is equal to 2x minus 7, what is f plus g of x? Letter A, 3x plus 4. Letter B, 3x minus 4. Letter C, negative x plus 10. Or letter D, 3x plus 10. In the given functions, f of x is equal to x plus 3 and g of x is equal to 2x minus 7. What is f plus g of x? So f plus g of x, that would be f of x plus g of x. So f of x is x plus 3 plus the g of x is 2x minus 7. So that would be x plus 3 plus 2x minus 7. Then we combine like terms. So x plus 2x is 3x. So 3 minus 7 is negative 4. So f plus g of x is 3x minus 4. Now the answer is letter B, 3x minus 4. Number 5. Let g of x is equal to x 8x minus 2 and h of x is equal to negative 2x. Find g circle h of x. So, letter A, negative 16x plus 4. Letter B, negative 16x minus 2. Letter C, negative 16x plus 4. Number 5.
Letter
Let g
D,
of x is
negative
equal to 8x
16x
minus
minus
2
4.
and h of x is equal to negative 2x. Let's find g circle of h of x. So g circle h of x, that is g of h of x. But what is h of x? That is negative 2x. So g of negative 2x. Then we're going to substitute this negative 2x here to the x and the 8x minus 2. So that becomes 8 multiplied by negative 2x minus 2. So that is negative 16x minus 2. So g of h of x, or the g circle h of x, is equal to negative 16 minus 2. Number 6. A person is earning 600 pesos per
The
day to
answer
do a
is
certain job.
letter
Express
B.
the total salary S as a function of the number n of days that the person works. Letter A, 600 plus n. Letter B, 600n. Letter C, 600 over n. Or letter D, 600 minus n. Now the answer is letter B. Number 7. It is a function of the form f of x is equal to p of x over q of x, where p of x and q of x are both polynomial function and q of x is not a zero function. Letter A, exponential. Letter B, logarithmic. Letter C, rational. Or letter D, polynomial. Now the answer is letter C, rational. Number 8. Which of the following is a rational equation? Letter A, y is equal to 2x minus 5. Letter B, 2y is greater than 5x minus 3. Letter C, x over x plus 3 is equal to 9 over x minus 2. Or letter D, 4x minus 3 over 9x plus 2. The answer is letter C. Number 9. Solve for x. 2 over x minus 3 over 2x is equal to 1/5. Letter A, 2/5. Letter B, negative 2/5. Letter C, 5 over 2. Or letter D, negative 5 over 2. Let's now proceed to number 9. Solve for x. 2 over x minus 3 over 2x is equal to 1 over 5. So, we shall now find the least common denominator of this equation. So, the least common denominator of this is, notice there is x here, so you shall have x, and there is 2, so multiply it by 2, and also 5. So, the least common denominator is 10x. So, 2 over x minus 3 over 2x is equal to 1 over 5 multiplied by 10x. So, to distribute 10x. So, 2 over x multiplied by 10x minus 3 over 2x multiplied by 10x is equal to 1/5 multiplied by 10x. So in here, we shall cancel now x. So 2 times 10 is 20 minus 3 over 2x. So 2 divided by 10 is 5. X divided by x, so is 1. So 3 times 5 is 15. Then 1/5 multiplied by 10x, so 5 and 10. So 10 divided by 5 is 2x. So 1 times 2 times x, that is 2x. So 20 minus 15 is equal to 2x. 20 minus 15 is 5. Is equal to 2x. So by symmetric property, so 2x is equal to 5. Then let's divide both sides of the equation by 2. So x is equal to 5 over 2. Now the answer is letter C. Number 10. Given f of x is equal to 4 over x minus 1, what is the value of range if the domain is equal to 1? Letter A, 2. Letter B, 1. Letter C, 0. Or letter D, undefined. Number 10. Given f of x is equal to 4 over x minus 1, what is the value of the range if the domain is equal to 1? So, f of 1, that is equal to 4 over 1 minus 1. So, that is 4 over 0. It means it is undefined. Now, the answer is letter D, undefined. Number 11. It is the set of all values that the variable x can take. Letter A, domain. Letter B, zeros. Letter C, X-intercept. Or letter D, range. Now the answer is letter A, the domain. Number 12. What is the horizontal asymptote of f of x is equal to 4x squared plus 4x plus 1 over x squared plus 3x plus 2? Letter A, y is equal to 0. Letter B, y is equal to 2. Letter C, y is equal to 4. Or letter D, y is equal to 6. So let's now find the horizontal asymptote of 4x squared plus 4x plus 1 over x squared plus 3x plus 2. So let's take note of this one. Am x to the power of m over bn x to the power of n. And also take note that the exponents here, the 2 here, are equal. So that means n is equal to m. So that means that the horizontal asymptote is am over bm. So whatever the numerical coefficient here and here, so the numerical coefficient the first and in the numerator is 4, and the numerical coefficient in the denominator here is 1. So y is equal to 4 over 1, or that is 4. So that is our horizontal asymptote. Now the answer is letter C. Number 13. Which of the following is not a domain of a function f of x is equal to x plus 5 over x minus 1? Letter A, negative 1. Letter B, negative 2. Letter C, 1. Or letter D, 2. For number 13, which of the following is not a domain of a function f of x is equal to x plus 5 over x minus 1? So we're talking here on the denominator, which of the following should not be the domain. So the denominator should not be equal to 0. So x minus 1 is equal to 0. So x is equal to positive 1. So therefore, the answer is 1. X is equal to 1. Now the answer is letter C, 1. Noticing its vertical asymptote, what is the equation of the given graph of a rational function? Letter A, y is equal to 2 over 3x. Letter B, y is equal to 2 over 3x minus 2. Letter C, y is equal to 2x minus 1 over 3x. Or letter D, y is equal to x plus 2 over 3x plus 5. Now the answer is letter A. Number 15. Average speed or velocity can be computed by the formula S is equal to d over t. Consider a 100-meter track used for foot races. How do you represent this equation? Letter A, S is equal to 100 over t. Letter B, S is equal to 100t. Letter C, S is equal to 100 minus t. Or letter D, S is equal to 100 plus t. Now the answer is letter A. Number 16. Which of the following is not a characteristic of one-to-one function? Letter A, it passes the horizontal test. Letter B, the same y value is paired with two different x values. Letter C, it passes the vertical test. Or letter D, the same y value is never paired with two different x values. Now the answer is letter B. Number 17. Find the inverse of f of x is equal to 3x plus 1. Letter A. The inverse of f of x is equal to 3x minus 1. Letter B. The inverse of f of x is equal to x minus 1 over 3. Letter C. The inverse of f of x is equal to x minus 1 over 3x. Or letter D. The inverse of f of x is equal to negative x minus 1 over 3. Let's have number 17. Find the inverse of f of x is equal to 3x plus 1. So in order to find the inverse, so let's transform the f of x to y. So y is equal to 3x plus 1. After that, we're going to interchange the x and the y variables. So y here becomes x, and this one becomes y. So 3y plus 1. Then let's solve for y. So let's transpose this one. Or let's have a symmetric property. By using symmetric property, so 3y plus 1 is equal to x. Then, subtract both sides by 1. So 3y is equal to x minus 1. Then, we will divide both sides by 3. So cancel. So y is equal to x minus 1 over 3. So that is the answer. Now the answer is letter B. Number 18. What is the inverse of f of x is equal to 1/2 x plus 4? Letter A. The inverse of f of x is equal to 2x plus 4.
Letter B. The inverse of f of x is equal to 2x minus 8.
Letter C. The inverse of f of x is equal to 2x plus 8. Or letter D. The inverse of f of x is equal to 2x minus 4. So number 18, f of x is equal to 1/2 x plus 4. So f inverse of x is equal to, so first, so we shall transform f of x by y. So y is equal to 1/2 x plus 4. After that, we're going to uh, interchange the x and y variables. So this one, the y here becomes x is equal to 1/2 y plus 4. Then let's solve for y. This one is just y over 2. So y over 2 plus 4 is equal to x. Then 4 here, you're going to subtract both sides by 4. So y over 2 is equal to x minus 4, or simply just transpose. Then we were going to multiply both sides of the equation by 2, so that what is left is just y. So y is equal to 2 multiplied by x minus 4. Then distribute 2. So that is 2x minus 8. So the answer is y is equal to 2x minus 8. Now the answer is letter B. Number 19. What is the inverse of the table? These are the x values. -1, 0, 1, 2. And the y values are 4, 8, 10, 12. Let's take a note. Let's take a look at these tables. So the answer is letter C. Number 20. What is the domain of the inverse of a function f of x is equal to 5x minus 1 over negative x plus 2? Letter A. Negative infinity to 5 union with 5 to positive infinity. Letter B. Negative infinity to 2 union with 2 to positive infinity. Letter C. Negative infinity to negative 5 union with negative 5 to positive infinity. Or letter D. Negative infinity to negative 2 union with negative 2 to positive infinity. Okay, for number 20, what is the domain of the inverse of this function? So let's first find the inverse of this. So f of x is just y. Y is equal to 5x minus 1 over negative x plus 2. then we're going to interchange the x and y variable. So this one becomes x is equal to 5 y minus 1 over negative y plus 2. Then after this one, you're going to multiply both sides of the equation by negative y plus 2. Okay, after that we're going to distribute the x. So negative xy plus 2x is equal to 5y minus 1. Then after that, we're going to regroup uh, regroup those variables with y. Then this 2x would be transposed on the other side. So negative xy minus 5y is equal to negative 2x minus 1. Then this one, we're going to factor y. So y divided by this one is negative x, y divided by, or negative 5y divided by y rather is negative 5. So divide both sides by negative x minus 5. So y is equal to negative 2x minus 1 over negative x minus 5. So that is just the inverse. Okay, take note of this one. So in order to find the domain of this one, so we are going to set the denominator to 0. Negative x minus 5 is equal to 0. So negative x is equal to 5. Let's divide both sides by negative 1. So x is equal to negative 5. So therefore, the domain here is in a notation that would be negative infinity to negative 5 union with negative 5 to positive infinity. So that is the answer. So take note, this is the domain. Now the answer is letter C. Number 21. In the given function in number 20, what is the range of its inverse? Letter A. Negative infinity to 5 union with 5 to positive infinity. Letter B. Negative infinity to negative 5 union with negative 5 to positive infinity. Letter C. Negative infinity union with negative 2 union with negative 2 to positive infinity. Or letter D. Negative infinity to 2 union with 2 to positive infinity. Next, we're going to find the range for number 21. So for this number, we're going to find the range. So in order to find the range, we're going to multiply both sides of the equation by negative x minus 5. So that becomes y multiplied by negative x minus 5 is equal to negative 2x minus 1. Or simply, the other term would be cross multiplying. So we're going to distribute then. So that becomes negative xy minus 5y is equal to negative 2x minus 1. After that, we are going to solve for x. So negative xy plus 2x, or we're going to regroup those that have the terms which are having x. That is equal to 5y minus 1. Then, we're going to factor x. So that would be negative xy divided by x is negative y, plus 2x divided by x is just 2. So x multiplied by x, negative y plus 2 is equal to 5y minus 1. Okay, let's divide both sides of the equation by negative y plus 2. Okay, now for this one, we're going to set the denominator to 0. So, negative y plus 2 is equal to 0. So, negative y is equal to negative 2. Divide both sides by negative 1. So, y is equal to positive 2. So, the range here is negative infinity to 2 union with 2 to positive infinity. So, that is the answer. Now, the answer is letter D. Number 22. Given the graph of a 1-to-1 function, the graph of its inverse can be obtained by blank the graph about the line y is equal to x. Letter A, reflecting, B, touching, C, detracting, or letter D, retracting. The answer is letter A, reflecting. Number 23. Which of the following is not a representation of exponential function in real life? Letter A, radioactive decay. Letter B, population growth. Letter C, loan interest rate. Or letter D, speed. The answer is letter D, speed. Number 24. Which of the following is not an exponential expression? Letter A, f of x is equal to 2x cubed. Letter B, f of x is equal to 2 to the power of x. Letter C, 625 is greater than or equal to 5 to the power of x plus 8. Or letter D, y is equal to 3 to the power of x. The answer is letter A, f of x is equal to 2x cubed.
Number 25. Solve the inequality 3 to the power of x is less than 9 to the power of x minus 2. Letter A, x is greater than negative 4. Letter B, x is greater than 4. Letter C, x is less than 2. Or letter D, x is greater than 2.
For number 25, 3x is less than 9 to the power of x minus 2. So we're going to solve this one. So notice that they're not having the same base. So transform this 9 into the same base, such as 3. So 9 is equal to 3 times 3, or that is 3 squared. So this becomes 3 to the power of x is less than 3 squared to the power multiplied by x minus 2. So since they have the same base, so we're going to cancel this one. So that becomes x is less than 2 to the power 2 multiplied by x minus 2. So x is less than 2x minus 4. Then we're going to transpose. So x minus 2x is negative x. Then we're going to divide both sides of the equation by negative 1. So take note that if we're going to divide a negative or multiply a negative, if it is inequality, so we're going to change the less than to greater than. So x is greater than 4. So that is the answer.
The answer is letter B.
Number 26. What is the general equation for exponential function? Letter A, f of x is equal to bx. Letter B, f of x is equal to b to the power of x. Letter C, f of x is equal to p of x over q of x. Or letter D, f of x is equal to ax plus by.
The answer is letter B. F of x is equal to b to the power of x.
Number 27. What is the domain in f of x is equal to b to the power of x where b is greater than 0 and b is not equal to 1? A, d is greater than 0. Letter B, d is equal to all real numbers. Or letter C, d is less than 0. Or letter D, d is equal to 0. Now the answer is letter B, d is equal to all real numbers. Number 28. What is the range in f of x is equal to b to the power of x, where b is greater than 0 and b is not equal to 1? Letter A, negative infinity to 0. Letter B, 0, negative 9. Letter C, 0 to positive infinity. Or letter D, negative infinity to positive infinity. Now the answer is letter C. Number 29. Suppose a population of 250 crickets doubles in size every 6 months. How many crickets will be there after 2 years? Letter A, 4,000 crickets. Letter B, 6,000 crickets. Or letter C, 2,000 crickets. Or letter D, 1,000 crickets. For number 29, suppose a population of 250 crickets doubles in size every 6 months. How many crickets will be there after 2 years? So the exponential function would be y is equal to 250. Since there are 250 crickets, then it doubles its size, so multiplied by 2. Then for every 6 months, so for every 6 months, so we don't know the time, so t over 6. So how many crickets will there be after 2 years? So 2 years, that is how many months? That is 24 months. So y is equal to 250 multiplied by 2 to the power of 24 over 6. 250 multiplied by 2 to the power of 24 over 6 is 4. So 250 multiplied by 16. That is 4,000. So the answer is 4,000 crickets. Now the answer is letter A, 4,000 crickets. Number 30. What is the y-intercept of the graph below? Letter A, y is equal to 2. Letter B, y is equal to negative 1. Letter C, y is equal to 0. Or letter D, y is equal to 1. Now the answer is letter D, y is equal to 1. Number 31. What is the exponential form for log base 5 of 125 is equal to 3? Letter A, 125 is equal to 3 to the power of 5. Letter B, 5 to the power of 3 is equal to 125. Letter C, 5 is equal to 3 to the power of 125. Or letter D, 125 cube is equal to 5. Now the answer is letter B. 5 cubed is equal to 125. Number 32. Which of the following is a logarithmic function? Letter A. Log base 2 of 8 is equal to 64. Letter B. G of x is equal to log base x of 36. Letter C. Log base 4 of 16 is greater than or equal to 50. Letter D. Log base 5 of 125 is less than or equal to 3. Now the answer is letter B. Number 33. Which of the following is not a logarithmic equation? Letter A. Log base x of 16 is equal to 2. Letter B. Log base 10 of 1000 is equal to f of x. Letter C. Log base x of 81 is equal to 4. Or letter D. Log base 8 of 64 is equal to x. Now the answer is letter B. Number 34. Find the value of x in the equation log base 4 of 2x is equal to log base 4 of 10. Letter A, 3. Letter B, 4. Letter C, 5. Letter D, 6. Let's now have number 34. Find the value of x in the equation log base 4 of 2x is equal to log base 4 of 10. Since they have the same logarithm, so we shall cancel that one out. So that becomes 2x is equal to 10. Divide both sides by 2. So x is equal to 5. Now the answer is letter C. 5. Number 35. What is a single logarithm of log base 2 plus log base 3? Letter A, log 1. Letter B, log 5. Letter C, log 6. Or letter D, log of -1. Number 35. What is a single logarithm of log 2 plus log 3? So they have the same base, which is 10. So if we have the same, transform this one into a single logarithm, the plus becomes multiplication. So log 2 times 3. So that is log of 6. Now the answer is letter C. Thank you very much for watching and listening, and goodbye.